Good morning. It's currently 4 a.m. in the morning on a Tuesday and it's still very dark and still very wet for July. The only problem that's starting at 4 a.m. is getting up at 3 a.m. And for today, I've got the extra bag and get you up there because tonight I'm staying out and where we're going today is a very, very long journey away to Scotland. Which, to be honest with you, I'm actually very excited about because the first place we're going to is Fife. I'm not too sure how long or how far away it is, but I'll find out shortly when I put it in the sat nav. First of all, I need to do some vehicle checks. Yes, in the rain as well, so we've got to make sure the markers are all working. There's no damage to the front of the truck, no damage to the side of the tanks. And I'm going to lift up the guard in a few minutes, check the tyre depth, make sure everything's all okay. Right then, got some bottles of water ready. Sandwiches are packed. And so is the can of Monster. If you want to give us a sponsor, feel free. If you don't ask, you don't get it. Now, just before connecting to the trailer, I need to make sure all the checks and the trailer is in a good condition. So again, making sure there's no damage to the trailer. It's got the right height marker on the trailer headboard, as you've just seen. There's no damage around here. Tyre tread is all in good condition when you're going around. This one has got damaged buckles because it's missing the strap. So what I need to do is get it fixed and replaced. Nice and easy. And because of the weight of the pallets I'm taking, I need to make sure they're all strapped and secured nice and tightly. Last thing you want is anything going over halfway up the M6. This really is the definition of miserable weather, isn't it? 4:15 in the morning, soaking wet. Doing ratchet straps, but hey ho, part of the job. It's what we got to do, isn't it? Part of being a trucker here in the UK. You've got to get used to the miserable weather. You really do. Ratchet out nice and tight, so that's not going anywhere. That's the strap replaced and all sorted. So do the rest of the buckles and we're ready to go. Probably advise, especially in the winter times, keeping a towel on you, just like an old dirty towel, just keep in your truck. So if you ever spill any coffee, you can wipe it up. But also, it's good for drying off your waterproofs. The last thing I want to be doing is getting in the truck and the wet waterproofs hanging up and it's just dripping onto all the furniture inside. And then you get damp then, don't you? So you don't want that. Luckily we've got a little dry room here we can use. Just to get waterproofs off, hang them up. The spare pair of socks are coming out already, so these ones need to dry. That's how wet it's been, honestly. ETA is saying 10 o'clock to get there, but however, including the break, I'm going to be needing a minimum of 45 minutes to clear driving time. I'm going to be looking at real estate 11 o'clock with traffic included. So let's go! This is what I really love about driving up towards Scotland. There's never any traffic. Fair enough, it's going at 5:30, but at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you can be driving up here and it will pretty much be like this. It's fantastic, I love it. I absolutely love driving up to Scotland. The views are just so much nicer as well. Better road conditions. Shame the weather's not getting better, but No, it's a little bit better, I suppose, than what it was before. It's not raining as bad. See what it's like by the time I get there, though. Well, it's just such a nice drive, isn't it? It really is. Still got 220 miles to go. Yeah, that seems a long time, doesn't it? Still really on in the journey, though. But if traffic stays like this, we're winning. Currently 90 miles to go and it's 20 past 8 just gone. And we're that high up at the moment in the mountains of Scotland, I feel like I'm driving into the clouds. It is literally really eerie, really thick fog or low cloud, don't know how you describe it. But again, still no traffic whatsoever. It's been great so far. I've seen in the time lapse as well, the views are just amazing. I know not everybody likes the time lapse, but however, when I'm travelling long distances like this, I like to try and give a little bit of an insight to the views and everything on the roads. So that's why I do the time lapse thing. But this is just crazy. You can't even see the top of the hill there on the right hand side, can you? Still got quite a bit of time left as well before I'm at a destination. I've got an hour and 25 minutes before I need to take a break, and that will cover my working time directive as well as the working time, driving time directive as well. So 3 hours just over I've been on the road for. I've still got 87 miles to go. It's gone fast though, it really has gone fast so far. It's probably going to be a 15-hour day today. Unless we run out of driving time, then it might be a little bit earlier. But we'll be extending the driving time for another hour today. So I'll be doing 10 hours driving. Unless I find somewhere nice and suitable parking within the 9 hours. Views around here, it's amazing, I love it, absolutely love Scotland. Literally no traffic whatsoever all the way up here. Cruise control 56 miles per hour on all the way. And it's even better, believe it or not, in the winter time. So in the winter time you see all the snow on the top of the mountains, it just looks amazing. Especially if you're driving up towards Inverness or the A9. It's amazing, it really is. So this is the office view for the day. Beautiful scenery, can't go wrong. I'm expecting quite a bit of traffic though when I come towards Glasgow area, towards Edinburgh. I think it'll be quite heavy around them regions. But as I say, cross that bridge when we come to it. Here as well. I think I might see it a little bit actually on the right hand for sure. And just going over the River Clyde. Currently just keeping on the A74M as well. Just about to pull up now at the Heart of Scotland Services, otherwise known as Half Hill. Currently been driving for 4 hours, got 30 minutes driving time left, but there's no point driving further down. I might just take my break now. It's currently 9:20, so if I take 45 minutes now, it will cover both working time and driving time directives. I've not actually stopped over on this side. I've stopped over on the other side a few times. It's not a big services anyway, if I remember it correctly. Can I squeeze in between these two here? It's quite tight there, isn't it? Should just get in there nicely. Just gotta watch the trailer don't swing out too much. My headboard, and yeah, it should do me there. Unfortunately, there's not a lot at that service station. It's pretty much just a petrol station and a little coffee shop as such attached to it, where you just grab a cup of coffee and some croissants if you wanted. That's probably about it really. Luckily bought my own dinner this morning, so it wasn't too bad for getting some snacks. Done a job, didn't it? Anyway, parked up for 45 minutes, all I needed. Still 39 miles to go, due to get there at the moment. It's currently saying 11:15. I might just be 11:15 if there's no traffic, because that's set to 52 miles an hour, where I could drive at 56 in the truck. So hopefully we've got a little bit of leeway there, but still not bad timing overall. Currently on the M90 at the moment, got 17 miles to go, and on the matrix signs it's coming up for the A92 northbound is closed. I need to go on the A92 northbound, just on the Queen's Ferry crossing at the moment. One hell of a bridge, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of the big ones. You can't really see anything on either side because it's that foggy. If I look to the left, it's just a cloud. Same for the right as well. Quite an impressive bridge though, isn't it? It is a really big one. Seems to be a couple of miles long as well. Alright, so how am I going to get to my destination, which is just off the A92? So I'm currently trying to scratch my head out at the moment. Now, I'm wondering if I go on the A921, if I can get all the way down there, but I don't know if it's going to be in low bridges or anything, or as if it's tight roads. Could cause quite a bit of an issue as well for me. Don't fancy going down a B road anyway, that's for sure. Oh cool, there's like a big house there on the left hand side, underneath the bridge. Alright, see how far I can get up then before the A92 is actually closed. Okay, we've got signs there saying caution. maybe it's been reopened. Possibly, because I'm sure it would say on this matrix sign here if it was still closed. Could have been an accident earlier on, maybe. Got yellow warnings as well for heavy rain forecast. Oh, there we go, actually, it's still saying closed on that bit. And do come off the A921. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer, so I might be able to come off one of the other junctions. Oh, yeah, really bad up that way. So let's come off this junction here. See if we can get around. See if we can get around this way, turn around, because that is just absolutely gridlocked down that way. So I need to try and make my way back then to the previous junction for the A921. That's probably going to be the best bet after all. I should be able to turn it around somewhere over here. Again, it's low bridges, isn't it? I don't know if there's any low bridges around here. Let me ring the office, because whilst I'm driving around, they'll be able to do a little bit of Google search to see if we can get around. Just been on the phone to Adam from the office, so cheers Adam, thanks for the help, mate. It seems like the only way we can get to it, because where it is going down an A road, so I'm going to go down the A21, I think it is. Just follow it down the coast and then cut up to where our destination is. And unfortunately, the destination is literally a quarter of a mile off the A92. And it's just in the middle of nowhere. So that's the hardest part about it, because when that road's closed, I'm stuck going down tiny A roads or B roads. And when we both went through Google Maps, checking them and stuff, the B roads look like they're going through the little farm roads. And when you're up in Scotland, you don't really want to be going down tiny roads, because small roads in Scotland are very small roads. Like a single track road. I don't want to be going down there in a truck. So I'm going to stick to A roads as much as possible. But hopefully it might be a nice little drive though. The views will hopefully be nice, at least. Right down the coast, so we'll find out. We'll fix that. We'll get there. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit of a spanner in the works for now. This is where everybody's trying to get onto the A90 as well. Not exactly what you need, especially when I've got a really heavy trailer. I'm going to have to wait until this other truck comes past before even attempting. Now I've got a car. It's not a problem, because the cars in front won't be slowing down for me. So hopefully this little... I thought it was a lay-by coming up. So no problem, if it was in a car it won't be too bad. Box them in a truck with a heavy trailer. It's a little bit more difficult, isn't it, to try and get past. Oh, my word. Alright, hopefully they go pull in. Bit of a junction here. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I need. So, buddy. This is what I'm talking about. I'm struggling to get up this bit of a hill here, doing 23 miles an hour and trying to take over 3 bikes whilst doing 20 miles per hour. It's not good. It's not even worth attempting it. It's really not. Just bide your time, let the traffic build up behind you. Generally, nothing I can do about that. Avoiding low bridge up ahead, so that's a good sign. When I checked through Google Maps, it didn't look like there was any bridges as such. That's a 15-foot bridge anyway, that one to the left, so it's alright. The truck behind me is going to the left. So, I'm on my own now. I was hoping that truck would be following all the way down the way I'm going. This is the first town I'm actually driving through on these roads. You don't see many phone boxes anymore, especially that are in working condition. Aberdore is where I'm currently at. Nice little town, is it? Or a little village, shall I say. 20 miles per hour around this area. If anyone's behind me and they are watching this, I really do apologise at the moment. I'm currently doing 18 miles per hour in a 40 zone. Trying to get up the hill. It's a steep hill, I can't help it. I've got a really heavy trailer. And there's just not a lot of oomph in this truck. I do apologise, I really do. I think it was like a 45-degree angle or something, it felt like that anyway. Well, that's quite nice over there. It would be on a clear day anyway. I can't see nothing but a cloud, if being honest. But I can see all the coast here on the right hand side. I don't know if the camera's going to be picking it up right about now. On a clear day, that would be beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to pit speed back up now anyway. If I was still going really slow, I would have pulled over in that lay-by just then. Well, okay. Not the best roads to be speeding down, my friend. Especially when you're coming up to traffic like so. Just got to slow right down. Passenger mirror is just having a nice little clean with the brushes. That's why you don't go speeding around corners in case a truck turns around on the other side of the road like so, especially when it's narrow anyway. Ah, if this is the A road, I wouldn't like to imagine what the B road would be like. Slow it right down on all these corners, especially when you can't see what's coming on around the corner. Could be a motorbike coming round pretty fast, overshooting the white line. Could be a car, truck, wide load, anything. Especially with all the farmland around, there's probably a few tractors knocking about. I might have come up here on holiday one time, being honest. It's lovely. Got a big mountain range there on the left hand side, and on the right hand side is the coast. Small windy roads, pretty much been out this for the last few miles now. I've only got 8 miles to go though until my destination. So that's a good sign, isn't it? Even though it says 40 down here, I'm only doing 26. I don't fancy anything catching me off guard on the opposite side of the road. It's a little bit narrow, isn't it? On a good note though, I won't have to come back this way because the A92 on the going south is alright. So in northbound, which is closed off at the moment. On a clear day, I'd imagine this road being beautiful to ride down. Especially on like a motorbike or something, just cruising down here. Lovely. Got another cyclist up ahead though. You can see all the coast just to the right hand side, just we go over this hill. Hopefully you might be able to see it all a little bit. Nice little seaside town. I think it might be a bit too cloudy though to be picked up by the camera. 6 miles to go. Let's go hang fire behind the cyclist anyway. I'm doing 34 miles per hour. He seems to be doing about 30 miles per hour, so I'm just going to slow down behind him. There's no point trying to rush to get to the roundabout. Kirk Caldy, that's where I'm at the moment. He's going that way, which is good. I'm going left. That little seaside village I could see in the distance. Oh, probably more of a town really. It's quite built up around here, isn't it? I'm here. I feel like on a clear day you'd probably see Norway or something. But it's not a clear day and I can only see about 100 yards off the coast. A bit of a shame that really, isn't it? For the middle of July. It's awful, isn't it, the weather? But you get nice views on a nice day up there, don't you? Top floor of them apartments. Same for a stormy night as well. I think that'd be quite cool to be up there. Got big waves crashing against the wall, lightning and stuff over the sea in the distance. Love it. Well, hey, finally arrived 7 hours later. I started at 4 AM, left at 5. It's currently 10 to 12. Just need to try and find Unit 9. Wherever that might be. Ah, there it is here on the right hand side. Right, I'm at the right place, so that's good. But I've got to reverse it down. A little bit of a steep bend, so just take the time because it is a main road that I'm reversing across. Seems to be quite a quiet estate. I've only seen one car really go past. So what I need to do is park it right over to one side, and then they'll unload the passenger side, and then I'll move it over so they can do the driver's side second. A little bit more. Total 14 pallets coming off now. That'll be about 14 tonne. So that should make it a lot lighter to drive to Glasgow. Yes, you heard that right. Job number 2 is in Glasgow, and it's 66 miles away, and according to the sat-nav, it's going to take me about an hour and 40 minutes drive. Well, that was definitely one hell of a drive to get here. It really is. My legs and my back and everything is all seized up, so it's good to get out of the cab. I can smell the brakes as well, going up and down these big steep hills on the way here through the coastal road. Just about to jump onto the A92 now, southbound. 64 miles to go, and it's nice and clear, it's nice and open. I'm not too sure whereabouts the accident was on the northbound of the A92 this morning, where it was all closed off. Don't know if it was where it was the M90 joins in. I think that's in about 24 miles or so. Or Edinburgh's 23 miles, sorry. Probably looking at about 10 miles or so down this road, maybe. But with that closed this morning, it's added a good 40 minutes onto my driving hours, which is not really ideal, really, is it? Back over at the Queensferry Bridge. Weather's still holding up at the moment, so the rain's not quite there, even though you got all the signs stating it's heavy forecast. And I'm just going to sit in this lane for a little bit. Just slow down a little bit, actually, just in case this left lane needs to merge over. I'll make a little bit of a gap. Can't remember if it's 2 or 3 lanes. I think there's only 2 lanes, isn't there? Yeah, 2 lanes there is. It looks to be about 3 miles long according to the sat-nav. I'm going to be jumping pretty much back the way I came here as well, because I'm going to be jumping down back onto the M8 and then following the M8 all the way down towards Glasgow, and then it's past Glasgow on the M8 still, so it's not too bad, and then I'll come off right near a place called Paisley, just on the other side of Newcastle, I'll say Newcastle, the other side of Glasgow. So I've got 51 miles pretty much now to go. I think I just seen on the sign then, M8 closed after junction 2. Oh, don't, please don't be closed. I've had enough of closed roads already. It's only 10 to 1. Let's have a look, what does this say? Heavy rain warning. It's not on that one. Short one and sign said about the M8 closed. Well, looks like the rain's finally caught up with me from this morning. This must have been the amber warning that I've seen on all the signs. It's the middle of July, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought, 16th of July, and we've got floods pretty much coming in, haven't we? It's absolutely bonkers, it really is. Just turned 2 o'clock now and I've arrived at the second job. Still got one more job to go. It's not as far drive though, the next one, so it's not too bad. However, this road that I'm on at the moment, it's not the biggest. Just cars dumped everywhere around this estate. So I've got to try and figure out how go and unload this, whether it's going to be on this road or I've got to reverse into their yard, if they've got a yard, that is. So that's hazards on, pull over this bit, and hopefully it's going to be out of that side bit behind me. There's leaving enough space for cars to get past. Go. Perfect. All booked in now with the goods in team, so I've got to wait about 5 or 10 minutes for them to be ready, and I just need to reverse it 20 yards or so. Job's all done and delivered. The final job now is only 6.5 miles away, 15 minutes drive. Winning. It's now 2:45 and it should be around here somewhere. I say should, just can't see at the moment. At least those parts on these double yellows around this way. Unit 17 I'm looking for. May as well do a little bit of plane spotting whilst I'm waiting, because they have arrived at the business for their delivery for 7 pallets and there's no contact number. Office can't get a hold of them. They advised yesterday the delivery will be between 2 and 4. It's currently 3 o'clock, bang in the middle. And that's the business right there. Yep, that one. So hopefully somebody turns up. Managed to get hold of the guy now. He's about 5 or 10 minutes away, so it's not too bad. He's got a forklift as well, so winning. So hopefully there shouldn't be any more issues. And on top of all that, I've got a collection booked between 7 and 9 AM tomorrow over by Motherwell. So I'm going to jump on the M74 and hopefully can find a service station. If not, I need to try and find somewhere safe to park up for the night. Just pulling on up at Bothwell Services. This might do me for the night. I've never stayed here before, so I'm not too sure what to expect. Don't know if they're alright ones or not. But, so 25 quid for the night, and that includes a food voucher as well. But what's actually got here for the food voucher? I'm not sure. But it's the first time I'm actually stopping at these ones, so it doesn't look big. And that's it. Just a Costa and the Great Smiths. Not much of a road chef, is it? Well, that's it, me coming. Just managed to speak to little man and Leanne as well. Little man's come down with chicken pox overnight, so he's covered in it absolutely all over himself, bless him. I feel real bad for it. He had it about a year ago and he's got it again for the second time, so I'm hoping it's chicken pox and nothing something too serious. But it's always good doing a bit of FaceTime with them. Well, I wouldn't advise staying here if you're paying for it yourself. Fair enough, it's cheap, it's 25 quid for the night. Get a food voucher included, worker paying for it, so it's not too bad. But $4.50 for a sandwich, not great. And to be honest with you, the only reason I'm staying here, instead of actual on the industry estate, which I was originally thinking about doing, is toilet facilities, have a shower, and I've got the internet to upload the vlog. So it's your guys' fault really, I'm staying here. I've still got another £5 voucher there, so I can use that to get a nice little white hot chocolate a little bit later on. By the way, if you never tried it, white hot chocolate from Costa or Starbucks, get a shot of gingerbread in there as well. Ooh, it is next level. It's a game changer, folks, honestly. And since I'm parked up for the night and I've got an empty trailer, always shut the door on the side, just so if anybody comes, they don't have to slash the curtains. That's the bed set up for the night. Nothing fancy, 2 pillows, sleeping bag, I prefer sleeping in a sleeping bag, especially when I'm on here, because I can have cover underneath me and it kind of like goes over, just undo the zip. It gets a little bit too warm in the winter time, keeps you nice and cozy. It's currently just gone 5 o'clock, got my laptop, and I'm just going to sit inside really, because there's nothing else to do. Is this the worst service station in Scotland? Let me know, what are your thoughts? And for the rest of the night, edit the vlog, watch a film, and enjoy the hot chocolate. I mean, it's one of the worst services for things to do because there's just nothing here. It's just a little tiny Costa and some W.H. Smiths. Safe, secure, I suppose, so it can't be that bad. Well, I hope. And to top it off, there's no internet after all. So I can't even upload the vlog. Nightmare. So if it is late tonight at 7 PM, you know why. Literally nothing else to do. So if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.